Greetings, it's Vaygrim. Welcome to a late Thursday night episode. It is, oh gosh, I always do this. Always. It is, well, it's Friday, May 8th. It is late night Thursday, May 7th. I'm sorry that I haven't gotten a vlog out on the second channel. I put out that video on Monday about how I use Bandicam and audio and stuff like that. And I wanted to get something out, but I've been so busy. Every time I turn around, I've just gotten done recording or working on something, and I look at the clock, it's 2 a.m., and I have to go to bed. So I'm doing this at like just past midnight. I'm going to upload it, and I'm going to go to bed. Basically, my week has been crazy busy because, well, between like Forgecraft, one, and Agrarian Skies that occupied, oh gosh, at least one night this week, 2 nights last week, before my whole hard drive crash thing. And I'm just now getting back up to speed on things. It's like, oh gosh. So, yeah, I had this big buffer of footage, and now I'm having to go back there and re-record all of it and build that buffer up, and I'm actually rendering and uploading it this time around instead of just sitting on it. But Agrarian Skies 2, that's been a lot of work. Off camera, a lot of work. Because for every 30-minute episode, there's like 3 hours of just working on stuff and grinding this or grinding that or whatever. Now, I'm not getting bored because I've got 2 other really great people, Rorax and Purple Mentet, helping me out. Metabase shows up periodically, but he's been having a lot of really complicated tech problems, so he actually hasn't had a chance to be there that much. When he's there, he pitches in and he helps. But I've taken up the Britannia role, and Rorax has been working on Agricraft and Blood Magic. I think Purple Mintet's doing everything else. He did all of our tech, all of our processing. He automated the smeltery. He automated our sieving and auto hammer. I made some machines, but he put it all together. He's made our power. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but basically, yeah, it's really strange. Anyway, Forgecraft 1, Agrarian Skies 2. That has been complicated. It's been hard. Then on Tuesday night, the last minute, unannounced, Forgecraft 2 resets. And I just barely heard about it because of Fireball tweeting out about being there for the reset. I was like, oh God. So I beelined on, got online, and I was there for actual like first night, and then I picked out where I wanted to have my base, and now I've chosen to make my base out of factory blocks, really nice new patterns and Chisel 2 factory blocks. But I chose to do that and then realized that it takes 4 iron and 4 smooth stone for 32 blocks. So suddenly I had a huge uptick in the required iron that I needed just to get a house built. But it looks really nice. I'm very happy with the finished product. I can't wait to show it off. It's going to be nice. It's got 2 floors right now and a subterranean section going out to what it's going to be other bases, basically. And, yeah, it's been really, really, really sweet. But it's, to say it has complicated things is an understatement. Plus, you add in the fact that they're using Tinker's Construct and Iguana tweaks, and the Iguana tweaks are actually cranked at pretty hardcore, in my opinion. Vanilla tools don't work. You can create them, but you cannot use them for anything. They're only usable in crafting recipes. And which means that you can't even use wood tools to get stone so you can make cobble for parts, for patterns, for yada, yada, yada. Can't even do that. What you have to do is by hand break gravel until you get flint, and that means you're going to be going through a lot of flint. Then you use wood to make you can use wood for the handles and stuff, but you can't use it for the tool head. You make flint tools, which you then use to get stone, and like I think copper. Is it copper? I think it's copper mining level. Once you get copper, you're supposed to get that and upgrade your tool with that, your tool head with the copper head. And then you can start getting some of the other ores, and you keep mining with it until it levels up. I found the loophole in that system, which was the dark steel tools from Ender.io. If you use those, you skip straight from like whatever to max cobalt mining level, and I can mine pretty much anything. So I went from nothing to diamonds basically in mineability. But that slows down progression a lot, and it makes resource gathering a lot harder. And suddenly you're having to worry about just mining like stone and any kind of ore in order to level your pickup so you can get to the next tier of resources. And it slowed down initial early game progression a lot. But it's picking up speed now. I'm beyond that point. But combining that with needing iron, because I was a dumbass, needing iron to actually build my base, it's been complicated. I'm trying to think creatively, but I'm not trying to pressure myself because I feel like I'm competing against all these other people. There are some amazing builders on that server that I will never be able to compete with. But that being said, I do think that I like my base, and I have a vision in my mind of what's going to happen with it long term, and I think it could be really, really cool. Parts of it are changing, ever changing. I'm not sure about a couple of things. One thing that I thought was only going to be 2-story and stay underwater, I might stick it up underwater, out of the water, just one level, and turn that into my actual front door, but I'm not sure. Right now, my front door is literally underwater. So people have to dive down and go through an airlock to get into my base. But there's a lot of amazing builders and just generally really hardcore people like Fireball, one of the devs, mod devs, I think. He's a streamer. Also, but Fireball has been, maybe he's just a streamer. Anyway, Fireball's been, I mean, like he had a day 1 AE system, and they have like normal, like non-easy mode AE, like I have. So that's beyond me. I don't do that. T-Fox just got a AE system today, I think, and a couple of days in, basically 3 or 4 days in, and that was impressive by my standards. Fireball had day 1 AE, and that's just. So yeah, so Forgecraft 2 and Forgecraft 1 have been eating a lot of time. Plus, I'm trying to spend some time on the Patreon server. Plus, I still have Vaygrim's Chance and Bastion, Bioshock Infinite, Dragon Age Origins, and I still need to record a damn series for the classes for Skyforge. I swear, I'm hoping to do that tomorrow. I just keep getting so busy lately that I haven't had a chance to yet. But that's still on the agenda, and I haven't touched Heroes of the Storm in like 2.5 weeks because it's just been so busy. So yeah, it's a bit confusing. I'm going to try and put out another vlog tomorrow with some more coherent thoughts on things. I also have a potential another hardware, kind of a product review coming out on this channel in the next couple of weeks. I'm working on the details for it right now, but hopefully it'll be interesting. Kind of a fun, more lighthearted thing. We'll see. Yeah. So I think that's it for me for this evening. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go to put it in the renderer, upload it, and then go to bed. I will catch you folks tomorrow on Friday. I've had some people ask me if I'm going to start live streaming again now that summer's coming back. I'm not sure. I used to do this thing all last summer. I did this thing where I live stream on Fridays. I had Community Fridays. It was called the Friday Community Live Stream. And I would do it about 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. And basically what I did was I would step on one of the big minigame servers, like Hypixel or something like that, and, or, you know, Cluster Chunk or whatever, I can't remember. There's a whole bunch of them that are shut down, though. And I would step onto those servers and play minigames with other people that were watching the stream, viewers. And it was fun. But steadily, a lot of those servers have been shut down. There's a major routing problem in New York a major internet routing problem in New York, which prevents me from even getting on the Hypixel servers because I have to go through that junction to get over to the EU, and that's where the Hypixel servers are. So I can't even play on the Hypixel servers. It's just not possible for me on Comcast right now because of the way Comcast routes. A whole bunch of the other servers have been shut down. So I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I've had a lot of people ask me. I'm having some people ask me if I want to live stream from Forgecraft now. When am I going to start? I love live streaming, but YouTube is always my first passion. Live streaming always feels weird to me because I can't do retakes. There's an audience to manage. And when I'm doing stuff with YouTube, I don't have to worry about the audience. And I mean, I don't mean that in a dismissive way. It's just that it splits your focus. And being a streamer is definitely hard. I see it as difficult because you're focusing on what you're doing and on audience responses. And you're having to think about making sure that you don't do anything, you don't screw up too bad, or you're not showing any critical information or secret stuff or whatever. It's like there are so many extra steps just live streaming. So live streaming is one of those things I want to sit down and do. I want to do it right. And I don't want to just live stream because I feel like I have to. I love YouTubing and I like live streaming, but that's kind of where the balance stays. YouTube is always first for me, but we'll see. I'm not sure. So I'm going to wrap things up. There'll be another blog coming out tomorrow. Promise. I will see you folks later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.